Hello, everyone. Melanie here with CGL Recruiting. Today, we're going to talk about the one tip that will set you up for success anytime you are doing a phone interview. Now, I know there's been a lot of movement to those Skype, Teams, GoToMeeting type interviews, but the phone interview is still a vital part of the recruiting process. I want to tell you how HR companies, hiring managers, a lot use those phone interviews and how this one tip will help you get past the phone interview more often to get into that face-to-face interview where you can really sell yourself and your key skills. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, please take a moment, do that now. Please give us that thumbs up, like, and put a comment down below and let me know if this information and data is helpful to you. Also, if you know other job seekers who are struggling in their job search or someone that needs some career help or advice, please share our videos, as that is how the videos spread. All right, let's talk about phone interviews. Now, before I give you the tip, I do want to say that you need to know who your audience is. A lot of times, the person that is doing the phone interview with you is not the hiring manager. In fact, it may solely be that very first entry level recruiter, sourcer type person. Now, sometimes you may get somebody that's a little higher level recruiter, sourcer. Other times, it's that very entry level sourcer who may be doing that phone interview. Phone interviews, I'm sorry to say, a lot of times are trying to say, okay, I've looked at the resume, I think this person's a match, let's do a quick phone interview so we don't waste our time bringing this person in order to see are they or are they not a match. So because they're looking at you from that lens of, is this person everything I saw on the resume and do they match the job description? I don't get to know about your competencies from a resume, but I do when I talk with you. They are looking during that phone interview of, are they a match to get through to the next level? That's what it's all about. So more than not, they're just knocking people out. Are you within the salary range? Do you have this skill I need? Do you have that skill I need? Have you worked in a large team, in a small team? They're trying to check off the boxes. And many times when they're doing this phone interview, while you're talking, they're either scratching crazy notes on a resume or typing them into a system or multitasking doing something else. So here is the one key tip that you need to make sure you're doing anytime you're having a phone interview. And that is verbally saying your keywords. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, remember, anytime we look at a job posting or a job description that you may be applying for, what we're trying to do is say, okay, they're asking for somebody with SolidWorks experience and SAP experience. Do we have that on the resume or not? Well, you may have that over there, but when you're in a phone interview, the more that you can restate those keywords, the more you're putting into the mind of that person who's on the other end of that phone that you match the position requirements. Now, the advantage of when you're on a phone interview as opposed to your resume just going in a system is you can not only hit those requirements that are hard skills, like, a software like Oracle, SAP, SolidWorks, but you can also hit the competencies. So if they put in the job description that they were looking for somebody who is a strong team leader that is able to communicate across countries, that is something that you can make sure you're stating those keywords almost back to them. Well, let me tell you about a time when I was leading a team across 4 of our different countries in order to get the following thing achieved. You have to say those keywords. You can't just assume it's on my resume, they've seen it. They're talking with a lot of people, usually with phone interviews, very quickly. You may have a much longer interview when you're doing face-to-face, but those other interviews are very shorter. And the other thing is you don't get the chance to look at them and see what are the skills that you're seeing, that you're stating, that are getting their attention, and which ones are making them do this. There's no way for you to do any kind of judgment about their reactions. So your best bet when you are doing these different phone interviews is to restate those keywords And even better, then give an example with it. Now remember, we're not talking about these pie in the sky examples. You want to give real world examples. As much as possible, even try to give examples that hit more than 2 or 3 of the competencies. Let's say that source or recruiter, whoever is, as they're doing that phone interview, is taking notes and they're focused on something else as they're writing, or that they are multitasking on something else, which they shouldn't be doing, but they're doing that. When you say those keywords that they're knowing that they're looking for in that job description, you're pulling their attention back to you. And that is where you want it to be. That is where you want it to focus. It's no different, right, than your resume, where we try to, if you don't have a good resume, go out and watch our resume template video. We test one through every year and get you the best resume format template we can. The format's important because we're trying to lead down to what's important on you. So is the conversation. So is the conversation. All right, job seekers, I hope this helps you with your phone interviews. If you have any questions, please feel free, as always, put a comment down below. Give us that thumbs up if you feel like this data is helpful, and please share this video out, as it really does help our channel. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.